Greetings, friends and fellow rebels, and welcome to the woods. I just want to address one comment that was made to me the other day about why I natter on in my videos, why I talk to you, why I dialogue with you, instead of simply putting up bullet points of what I want to share, and stop wasting all of your time and just put the meat of it out there. Put it up like you would see it in a textbook in school. There's very good reason for that. To start with, I don't think we have enough conversations with each other. I think the flashing lights and the special effects and the pictures that show up and disappear just as quickly, I think we should slow down a little bit and actually have a dialogue, a conversation. And this is as close as I can get to it, given I don't know everyone who is interacting with me in this way. You should know that any communication is a two-way street. If you are truly communicating with someone, if you are truly understanding them and they are understanding you, there is an exchange of energy that takes place. If that doesn't happen, if there isn't some kind of connection, even if you've never met the person who's connecting with you, that comprehension that happens along with the communication will not take place. So, I storytell the ideas I want to share because I want you to see it through my eyes. I want you to have my perspective on it because I think that will help you understand what I want to say. Otherwise, it's just words. It's just ideas. But I want you to be able to apply what you have learned, what you have come to question. I want you to look at your life, think about some of the things I've said, and decide whether or not they apply to you, whether or not you can use the ideas. And for that, we need to have a conversation. Not me telling you how it is, but my sharing thoughts, dreams, discernments, and you deciding if that fits or not based on how you feel about it, the logic of it, how it sits with you, and how it applies when you are in your zone, when you are in source, when you are sitting at the center of yourself. Does it fit with you? Does it resonate? Does it bring memories or ideas back to you? Thoughts you haven't had since you were a child, or perhaps even further back than that? So, no, I don't put bullet points out there. I don't scan what I have to say. I speak from the heart. Now, in the past, I have taught, shared, interacted in that way. I've been very concise and very efficient and put out my ideas only to have the content recorded, shared without my knowledge or permission, and warped to someone else's perspective. Now, I don't mind the ideas being shared. I think that's more important than getting credit for something. However, when someone does that, and then they tack in their own ideas, things that don't belong, things that are not insightful and not helpful, they wind up luring people in with one perspective and then imposing another. It can be confusing when that happens. And there are quite a number of rather famous people who are idea stealers, or as I call them, pirates. It's spring. and people are learning how to fly their planes. I may be in the woods, but I'm not in the center of nowhere. When people took my content, in this case it was about empathy, the truth of it, and how to utilize it, presented my ideas at the front of their article, and then at the back of their article tacked on their perspective, which is that empaths are lesser than human, that they're more along the line of animals because they can't think logically, because they're ruled by their emotions, and they can never get past that. So they're not as evolved as the rest of us. When I saw the end of that article and how they had twisted the ideas, lured people in with one perspective, and then stabbed them in the heart with their perspective, I decided perhaps it wouldn't be best to just give my ideas away or present them in a way that makes it easy for others to steal. So yes, I tell stories, I speak in nature, I speak from the heart, and I'm altogether spontaneous about what I share. I do not have some well thought out plan to lead you into the woods and abandon you. Indeed, if you need help with anything, write them in the comments. Any questions I'd be happy to address. Any ideas I'd be happy to share. I think we're all in this together. I think we should work together. And welcome to the woods.